Hey Archery Talk, it is chrono day for the 2022 Archery Talk Hunting Bow Shootout. I have 5 bows in for testing today. According at least from their specs, from fastest to slowest, we have the Mathews V3X 29 at 340 feet per second, the Pse Evo Xf33 also at 340. Next we have the Prime Inline 3 at 337, and both the Hoyt RX7 Ultra and the Elite Envision are at 334 feet per second, their speed ratings anyway. We'll test that out, we'll show you the results in a second. All of these bows I have set up as close to IBO spec as I can. The Mathews is coming in at exactly 30 inches of draw length, and they're all set up at 70 pounds. The PSE and the Hoyt are coming in at 30 1/8 inches of draw length, and the Prime and the Elite are 30 1/4 inch, so as close as I possibly can get. And they're all shooting the exact same arrows. For the speed test, for the IBO type spec rather, we have this Platinum Pierce from Gold Tip weighing exactly 350 grains, and a heavier hunting arrow, 477 grain Gold Tip Airstrike. Now let's go check out the results. Again, in the same order we looked at earlier, from highest rated specs to the lowest, and let's have a look. Up first in our testing was the Mathews V3X 29. And with the 350 grain arrow, we shot it 3 times, and all 3 times we shot 330 feet per second. With the heavier 477 grain arrow, we saw speeds of 287, 287, and 286 feet per second. The next one we tested was the PSE, and the first arrow we shot was 329 feet per second, followed by 328 and 328 again. That's with the 350 grain arrow. With the heavier hunting arrow, we saw speeds of 286, 286, and 287 feet per second. The Prime is up next, and with the 350 grain IBO arrow, we saw speeds of 319, 320, and 319 feet per second. With the heavier hunting arrow, we saw speeds of 279, 278, and 278. The Hoyt RX7 Ultra is up next, and we saw speeds of 322, 322, and 322 feet per second with the 350 grain arrow. And with the hunting arrow, we saw speeds of 279, 279, and 280 feet per second. The final bow we tested was the Elite Envision, and we saw speeds of 318, 318, and 318 feet a second with the faster 350 grain arrow. With the hunting arrow, we saw speeds of 277, 277, and 277 again. So let's look at the final numbers, and excuse my memory, I've got a notepad here to help me out. But the Mathews V3X 29 was absolutely the winner of this showdown. This had a 340 foot per second IBO rated speed, and we saw 330 with the 350 grain Platinum Pierce arrow, and 287 with the heavier hunting arrow. So it's the fastest in both categories. Up next was the Pse Evo Xf33 with 328 and 286. Followed by the Hoyt at 322, 279, the Prime at 319 and 278, and finally the Elite at 318 and 277. But that does not tell the whole story. I also wanted to see how close these came to their IBO advertised speeds. And the numbers these are fairly similar overall, but there's still some differences that might stick out for you. So the one that came closest to IBO numbers was actually the Mathews again. It had a rated speed of 340, it came in at 330, so it was only 10 feet a second off. Followed by both the Hoyt and PSE were both 12 off of their advertised speeds. The Elite was 16 feet per second off, and the Prime was 18 feet per second off. So all told, from first to last, we're looking at a difference of exactly 12 feet per second. So realistically, for anybody hunting, that's going to be pretty small. That's 12 feet a second with the speedier arrow, and just 10 feet a second with the heavier hunting arrow. So that's as inconsequential as you're really going to find. All those speeds are perfectly acceptable for hunting of any sort. And yeah, ultimately, congratulations goes out to Mathews for winning this. Now, next up, we're going to have a draw cycle video where I kind of show my favorite draw cycles. Maybe that's going to match up with the speed bow. Maybe there's going to be a difference. You do have to pay for speed typically. And we'll follow that up with a shootout video. And if you'd like to see anything else, just let us know. Thank you so much for watching Archery Talk. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel an awful lot. And we'll see you again soon.